Welcome to Lake TV's Community Spotlight Show, brought to you by the great folks at COMC, Central Ozarks Medical Center, where your health is their mission. As you know, we've got somebody new on the show every week, somebody important in the community. And this week it's Nadine Kelsay from the Pregnancy Health Centers. How's Nadine today?
I'm doing wonderful.
Excellent.
Thanks.
Thank you for coming by.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I am really excited to be here.
Excellent. Okay, so Pregnancy Health Center. It's Camdenton, right?
Correct.
Do you have other places in the lake area?
Actually, we just acquired a satellite location. So we are going to be opening a place in Versailles.
Okay.
That is set to open June 1st. It's actually a little house right next to the school, so it's a really good location for us. But we're planning to open June 1st. As long as everything goes okay, we just have some stuff to get set up still, and then we'll have an open house there in August, so everyone can come check it out.
Nice. Okay. Greatness. So what does the Pregnancy Health Center do? What is your mission?
So in short, our mission is to create a culture of life in the community. The way that we do that is by providing free services to women in the community who need it. Like free ultrasounds, free first trimester, free pregnancy tests, free ultrasounds for the first trimester. We have a baby boutique, maternity clothes. We also offer some really great online classes for women, men that are needing help with prenatal stuff or parenting classes, budgeting classes, things like that. It's a whole spectrum of stuff.
Right. Okay. So you offer quite a bit then.
Yes, we do. It's full service.
You got a lot going on over there. Okay, so you yourself, Nadine, are you like a lake girl? Did you grow up here, or did you come in?
No, I considered myself a gypsy girl for a long time. I grew up in South Central Kansas, just south of Wichita. I was actually born in Germany, but I only lived there for 2 years. My parents were in the military, and so they got stationed to Kansas, and that's where we stayed. And I just always wanted to travel. So I came to the lake for a summer and worked over at the Big Dick's Halfway Inn.
Right.
And that was the summer of the recession, so it was a little bit rough.
Yeah.
But then from there, I moved to the Chicago area because I always wanted to live in downtown Chicago. Didn't quite make it there, but I was in that area. And then I moved around quite a bit after that. I lived in Alaska and Hawaii because I was in the restaurant industry.
Yeah.
So I would just kind of, wherever I wanted to go, there's usually a restaurant. So I was able to go and
There
do
was
those
always
things.
a job, right?
There was always a job.
Right. Always a place to work.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So where's the coolest place? You've been in Alaska, Hawaii, you've been all over the place.
Well, here, of course.
Well, here, right, Lake of the Ozarks.
Honestly, most people would think that Hawaii would be the best. I absolutely love Alaska.
Really?
There's just this kind of vastness there that it's very untouched still in much of the area.
Yeah.
And there's a big piece of my heart there. I really loved it.
So you don't mind cold then?
Oh no, I don't like cold.
Oh, you don't like, but you still like Alaska.
Yes. Yeah, I know, it's kind of weird. I mean, it's a different kind of life up there.
Yeah.
And honestly, the cold there feels much different than the cold here because it's very dry there.
Yeah.
So it just
You don't
is a
have the
different kind of
humidity.
cold.
Right,
Exactly.
absolutely. Okay, so what brings you back to the lake then? You're a gypsy, you're all over the world at these great places, but you decide to make this home. You come back here. Why?
Well, when I was living in Hawaii, I just started feeling like I was too far away. You know, it's 5-hour time difference from where my family was, and it was just hard. And so I decided I wanted to put some roots down somewhere, and I figured, well, I'd try the lake again. I had some good friends that still lived here, and so I tried that, and I was here for, I think, about a year. And God really started to grab a hold of me, and I ended up meeting my husband, who was born and raised in Iberia and is a turkey farmer. So I just kind of got stuck here.
There you go. Once you find your turkey farmer, you're stuck.
I know. But I used to kind of live like the grass was always greener on the other side, and I don't live that way anymore. You know, there's things that I wouldn't mind changing about the lake area, but ultimately I really do enjoy it here, especially over the past couple of years. It's been very nice to live in an area like this.
Yeah, sure is. It's like, I half joke about it, but it's like the last sane place in the country.
Oh, I know. I know. It's been nice.
Yeah, great. So how do you get involved then with the pregnancy health center? So you've been in the service industry all your
Right.
life, restaurants and stuff like that. How do you get tied in with pregnancy health center?
Right. I mean, honestly, it's God that has worked in my heart in that way, because I've always had a very strong passion for the unborn. It's never really made sense to me. Abortion has never really made sense to me. And so I just had always really wanted to be involved in some way with the Pregnancy Help Center, and it just didn't happen for a while. And then I started doing the 5K that they have over in Lake Ozark, and started speaking with, you know, some of the administrators at the Pregnancy Help Center. And then I just started volunteering there, and after talking with the director, Teresa Faber, we just realized kind of what my strengths were more of being in the community, doing outreach, doing events. You know, within the service industry, I did lots of caterings and private dinners, stuff like that, and I just really love doing events. And so we just kind of moved me in that direction, trying to kind of create a position for me, because, you know, it's a very small center.
Yeah.
So we didn't have a fundraising person or a development person or marketing or anything. And so we've just kind of molded that position around me, basically, to what my strengths are. And that's how it happened.
So you kind of try to help the awareness of
Yes.
pregnancy health centers
Yes.
by getting out into the community and doing
Yes.
these different things,
Yes.
and going on the TV and everything
Yes.
like that. All right, so we're getting to know Nadine Kelsay better with the Pregnancy Health Centers, so we'll talk more with Nadine right after this. At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center is growing in our community with a new dental location to serve you in Eldon and a new location in Laurie opening in spring of 2022. COMC also makes your children a priority with a mobile dental unit serving schools in rural areas where access can be a challenge. COMC also offers OBGYN, sports medicine, pediatric, and behavioral health care. Get more info at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission. If it's happening at the lake, it's happening on Lake TV. From the polar plunge to festivals, parades, aquapalooza, and boat shows, Lake TV has it all. Even the granddaddy of them all, the shootouts. If you're looking for places to party, things to do, or even a new home to move into, you've gotta love Lake TV. Welcome back to Lake TV's Community Spotlight Show, brought to you by the wonderful folks at COMC, Central Ozarks Medical Center, where your health is their mission. We're talking with somebody where health is a pretty big mission too. It's Nadine Kelsay, the Development Director at the Pregnancy Health Centers. So you say that ultrasounds are very important.
Yes.
Why is that? What's so important about ultrasounds?
So I can give you the statistic on it, that over 80% of women who have an ultrasound ultimately end up choosing life. The reason for that is because the majority of the time with an ultrasound, you hear a heartbeat, and it's kind of hard to deny that something is alive if you can hear a heartbeat. And so especially for a woman, you know, with a God-given motherly instinct, it's just so impactful to them when they hear that first sound of life for them.
I mean, it's real.
It's very
like,
real.
It goes from being kind of a scary concept to something that's really real.
Right.
Okay, so you say you like tiny things. like what tiny things are we talking about?
I mean, anything. Just the other day, actually, we were out in Amish land, and they had this little set of tiny colanders. I mean, it's just like, obviously you can't use them for anything, right?
Yeah.
They're just tiny. They're just so cute. And I have 4 sisters, and we all are the same. Like we love these little tiny things. And then on the human side of it, I mean, I love the little tiny baby clothes, and
Right.
it's just, I don't know. There's just something about
Just
it that it's
something
just
there.
so cute.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, that makes sense. And in your business, Pregnancy Health Center, I mean, tiny things, right? 'Cause
Very much.
babies start out very, very tiny.
Very tiny.
There you go.
Yes,
Absolutely.
it all works together.
So, are your services at the Pregnancy Health Center just for women? Do you have anything that aids men in this process? Obviously, it's a woman's thing. It's pregnancy. But is there an overlap for men somehow?
Yeah, and actually, I'll kind of contradict you a little bit because it's not a woman's thing.
Okay.
Obviously, yes, she is the one having the child, but it takes 2 to get there,
Yeah.
right? And so that's something that we are really working to try and also create that culture in the community, is that it's for the family.
Okay.
It's not just for women. We absolutely want the baby's father there, whether they are together or not anymore. We provide services for men and women because we believe that the more that we can feed into families in our community, the less that our services might be needed.
Yeah.
And so we actually are in the process of trying to build a men's mentorship program within our center. I can't really tell you exactly what that'll look like right now, but it would basically, there could be some one-on-one mentorship, but then also some group mentorship things where we could bring the dads in to just learn basics about baby care. Because so often that's why a man wouldn't want a child, is because they're scared and they don't want to admit it, And so if we can really just equip them to be confident in being a good dad, then we believe that there would be a huge change in the culture.
It's pretty sad, really, how poorly a job we do as a society of teaching young men, young women, how to be married, how to be parents. I mean, it's so easy to get married, it's so easy to get pregnant, and yet we don't equip these children, these kids, young adults with what they need.
Right, and that's something that again, Teresa Faber, the director, really we just have such a strong desire to equip people there, and so that's part of one of the things we offer with our classes, is that they earn mommy bucks or daddy bucks, and then they can come into our boutique and they can use those bucks to buy whatever newly donated items we've gotten. So whether it could be a car seat, it could just be clothing, diapers, formula, things like that, because we don't just want to hand it out to them, although when there are certain situations we will.
Right.
We really want them to figure out how to take care of themselves and their future child.
Absolutely. Okay, running short on time here, but you also do a baby bottle campaign.
Yes.
Quickly, what is that all about?
Yeah, so it actually starts on Sunday. We run it Mother's Day through Father's Day. It's mostly in local churches. We give them however many baby bottles they want, and then for those weeks between Mother's and Father's Day, people take those bottles home, they fill them up with coins or cash or checks, and then at the end of the time, we bring them all back to the center, and we have lots of volunteers that go through all that money, and then we put that to good use in the center.
Wow. Okay, that is greatness.
Yes.
So, final few seconds. You've got the Pregnancy Health Center locations in Camdenton for sales coming as well.
Yes.
So, if people want more information or they need your help,
Yes.
or if they want to donate or volunteer, how can they find you?
Yes. So from a supporter donor side of it, you would go to website phclozpartners.com. That has all the information there for you. There's a tab, Support Us. You can find out, how to support us, including volunteering. There's a form you can fill out. And then on the other side of it, if you are someone in need of help, then I would direct you to go to either our Facebook page, Pregnancy Help Centers, Lake of the Ozarks, or it's pregnancyhelpcenters.org.
Okay.
Or we're in Camdenton Tuesday through Thursday, 10 to 5. So you're welcome to stop by.
Excellent. Okay, it's Nadine Kelsay, Development Director, Pregnancy Health Centers. Thank you for coming by.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having us.